Are you ready for an adventure of strength that will make Brian Shaw, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Cristiano Ronaldo proud? As well as a path that will show you that you had faith you never thought you had before. I am alive. I do not know how, but I am alive. In that case, welcome everyone, my name is Comet, and today I'm gonna start my first ever playthrough of Elden Ring, and I want you to come with me in this adventure so that we can rise and become together an Elden Lord. Let the adventure begin!
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask, Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome Dung-Eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Wow, that was really cool, wow. So welcome everyone, my name is Comet and here is where my Elden Ring adventure begins, at the Chapel of Anticipation. Here we are meant to fight our inner demons and our intrusive thoughts. Do it. In my case, I won the fight, but not the war, because I went straight in and destroyed some bases trying to look for gold or something, just like Link from The Legend of Zelda would do. And that was a huge mistake, because the landlord came in and he was very angry. Needless to say, he sent me straight to the Shadow Realm. But that was all part of a plan.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
And now we know that the Shadow Realm is actually a lot better than we expected. You know, it has waifus and amazing animals, so hey, I am all for it. However, the adventure continues, and this time we are gonna go into the tutorial. Here, we're gonna learn the basics of Elden Ring, from dodging, attacking, heavy attacks, etc. And we are gonna end up facing our first boss, or rather, a mini-boss, the Giga Chad Soldier of Godric. Oh, let's go! And the crowd goes wild, yes! I have defeated my first mini-boss, and now we can leave this area. But first, I have one thing to do. Once I was satisfied, it was time to move forward onto the Limb Grave. I think this is where you can truly appreciate how much love was put into making Elden Ring, you know? From the music, to the graphics, to the feeling, to the gameplay, to everything. It blends perfectly, it creates this atmosphere that is very somber, but that at the same time is very bright. It really shows that even in the darkest place, there can be the shiniest of lights. But the adventure must continue, and here we found Vare is a character that told me that here in the lands between, I need to get a wife, or otherwise I would die in a miserable and agonizing death. So that's it, I have decided I will find my wife, but first I need to take down something that has been in my mind all of this time. The Tree Sentinel. This is where the game truly begins. After dying over and over and over and over again, I decided to make a strategy. So welcome everyone, Professor Cometstein over here to explain what happens in Elden Ring in comparison to other Souls games. In Dark Souls 1, for example, which is a game that I played quite a lot, you can expect a combo from a boss that is linear. They will usually do 1, 2, 3 attacks, and then that is your window of opportunity to attack them from the back. However, in Elden Ring, it works very differently. Not only they will do their 1 to 3 attacks, but they can also follow you around as you dodge, and some combos are even longer. Sometimes they can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Many attacks. But I have realized that if you dodge just before the attack hits you, that is your window of opportunity to be invulnerable and not receive any damage, which means that you are free to attack right after that. And that is what I'm gonna be using against the 3 Sentinel. Let's go back into the gameplay. I also realized that my armor was so heavy that I couldn't roll properly, so I went ahead, removed my halberd and my shield, and I was ready to go in for one last fight. I did it. After 2 hours of non-stop dying, I did it. I am Let's go. I don't know what to say. I'm exhausted. I'm outie, man. But no, I must continue my adventure, man. That was so cool. That was amazing. Listen, man. I realized that with the sword, I was able to do a lot more DPS. Even though the halberd, I think it's a halberd, the other item. How do I see it? Over here? Even though this one, the halberd does a lot more damage per attack. it's actually so much slower and it drains my stamina quite a lot. So I was like, you know what? I need more mobility. I need to be able to roll faster. I need to be able to attack faster. And boom, I came with the idea of, let me drop the halberd, and with the longsword, I did it. Look at my body. I'm full of blood. Everything is tainted. Oh, the blood of my enemies. I cannot believe that I actually did it. That was so tough. Whew. That was amazing. But my adventure must continue, and apparently I must follow this light. However, I know that some of you have told me that as soon as I go past the tree sentinel over here, I must visit the second side, which is in that direction over there. So we can go over there. And if you have any other advices or tips or places that I should go visit, please let me know in the comments. I try to read as much of them as possible. Obviously, if there's too many, there's not gonna be a possibility for me. But since I know that this is the first time that I'm uploading this, please make sure that you leave a comment so that I can read your tips, advices, and everything. Pick up item. Ooh, a rune. And now, our adventure must continue. Oh, look. Is that Santa Claus? Wait, before anything? Hello there. Santa Claus, is that you? It turns out that he was not Santa Claus, but rather he was a trader. And right beside him there was also a blacksmithing area, which is gonna come very handy in the future. But you did recommend me to go straight onto the next side so that I can start leveling up my character. However, I would have never imagined what would happen next.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
Melina.
I offer you an accord. Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
And I, of course, the gentleman that I am, I accept you as my new wife.
Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring. Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect. Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me. Your thoughts.
And now it's time to reveal my build to you. I have played a lot of Dark Souls 1, and I know that in this type of games, the weapon of your choice is very important. And for that reason, I went ahead and explored every single one of the weapons on Wikipedia, and I saw the weapon that I have to have in my run, the Magma Blade. And for this, we're gonna go all in on strength. Then we're gonna be putting a bit of vigor and endurance so that I can do a lot more attacks. However, later on, I will also include faith. Just like how we beat the Tree Sentinel, faith is gonna be very important over here. And now there is one more thing to do. Let's go for a ride! Boom, baby! We have beaten our first boss, we have our faithful steed, and we have a wife. I think it's time to go now for our weapon.
Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the True Order and celebrated repudiator of the false. Oh. Grant me sight.
Oh, that's the weapon I want! Please drop it. No. Look, that's the falcon. No, drop it, please. There we go, yes, yes, yes! I got it, the falcon. So this is one of the weapons that I want to build. Now, the Magma Blade can be acquired until much later on. So until then, my plan is to use this right here. Look at that, the falcon. It's an amazing weapon. Just look at this. This one, interestingly enough, scales pretty well with strength, which is definitely not the case in Dark Souls 1. But I'm so happy that I found this weapon and that it is in Elden Ring, because I actually use the Falcon as well in Dark Souls 1. So it's like coming back home, and this is just right. There we go, second Falcon. Oh, this makes me so happy. Now what I want to do is come right here, put the Falcon on my right hand and also on my left hand. And that way, we are ready to rumble, baby. Look at that. Let's test it out. Oh, that is really cool. And just like these guys, our first episode ends. Hope you guys enjoy it. We managed to do a lot. I got my wife. I finished the first boss, or at the very least the first open world boss. Honestly, this was an amazing episode. Thank you so much for watching. And trust that this is only the beginning. My name is Comet, and I am signing out. Peace.